Cyberattacks are on the rise, affecting businesses of all sizes and industries. These attacks follow a predictable series of stages, from initial reconnaissance to the final breach. Understanding these stages is crucial for developing effective defense strategies. In this video, we will break down each stage in detail and provide actionable insights on how you can protect your business from these ever-evolving threats. Stay tuned as we explore the anatomy of a cyber attack and the best practices to safeguard your valuable data and assets. Reconnaissance stage. This is the initial phase where attackers gather crucial information about their target. They meticulously scan for vulnerabilities in your network, looking for any weak points. This can include social engineering tactics where they manipulate individuals to gain access, or identifying outdated software that can be exploited. They may also analyze your digital footprint, scrutinizing your online presence to find any potential entry points. The goal is to build a comprehensive profile of the target to plan their next move effectively. Initial intrusion stage. The initial intrusion stage is where attackers first breach a target's defenses, gaining unauthorized access to the network or system. This critical phase typically occurs through methods like phishing emails, exploiting software vulnerabilities, or using weak passwords. Phishing attacks involve tricking users into clicking malicious links or downloading harmful attachments, often posing as legitimate communications. Malware, like viruses or ransomware, may be installed during this stage, allowing the attacker to bypass security measures. Alternatively, attackers can exploit vulnerabilities in outdated software or applications, gaining entry without the victim's knowledge. Once inside, attackers can begin laying the groundwork for more destructive activities, making this stage crucial to detect and prevent early. Key defenses against initial intrusion include email security, regular software updates, and strong password management. Implementing these measures can help organizations block attackers at the door, preventing further damage. Establishing a foothold stage. The establishing a foothold stage of a cyber attack occurs once an attacker has gained initial access to a target's network or system. At this stage, the goal is to maintain and expand that access for further exploitation. Attackers typically install malicious software, such as backdoors, trojans, or remote access tools, RATs, allowing them to reconnect to the compromised system whenever needed, even if the initial vulnerability is patched. By establishing a foothold, attackers ensure persistent access, which they can use to escalate privileges, move laterally across the network, and ultimately reach sensitive data or critical systems. This step is crucial for long-term attacks, as it enables attackers to execute their plans over time without detection. To counter this, organizations can deploy endpoint detection and response (EDR) solutions, use network segmentation, and maintain strict access controls, ensuring that any unauthorized access is identified and blocked early. Privilege escalation stage. Privilege escalation is a pivotal stage in a cyber attack where the attacker seeks to increase their level of access within a compromised system. After gaining an initial foothold, typically through low-level access, the attacker exploits vulnerabilities in software, operating systems, or user configurations to acquire higher-level privileges, often administrative or root access. This elevated access enables them to manipulate security settings, access sensitive data, or move laterally across the network, making it difficult to detect their presence. Two common types of privilege escalation include vertical privilege escalation. The attacker gains higher privileges than they are entitled to, such as moving from a regular user account to an administrator or system-level account. Horizontal privilege escalation. The attacker accesses resources, systems, or accounts at the same level but which they shouldn't normally have access to. Preventing privilege escalation involves regular patching of software vulnerabilities, implementing least privilege principles, and using strong identity and access management (IAM) controls like multi-factor authentication (MFA) and role-based access control (RBSE). Lateral movement stage. Lateral movement is a critical stage in a cyber attack where attackers, having gained initial access to a network, move deeper into the system to identify and exploit high-value targets. This stage involves exploring other devices, systems, or data stores within the network. Attackers often escalate privileges during this phase, gaining access to administrative credentials, which allow them to control more systems and avoid detection. By moving laterally, hackers aim to expand their foothold in the organization, accessing sensitive information, critical infrastructure, or deploying malware across various endpoints. Lateral movement is usually stealthy, as attackers work to blend in with normal network traffic, making it difficult for traditional security tools to detect. Common techniques in lateral movement: credential dumping, harvesting user credentials to access other systems, pass the hash, using hashed passwords to authenticate to different systems without knowing the original password, remote execution, utilizing tools like PowerShell or Windows Management Instrumentation (WMI) to run commands on other machines. Preventive measures, network segmentation, isolating systems so attackers can't easily move between them. Privileged access management (PAM), limiting user access to critical systems. Endpoint detection and response (EDR), monitoring network traffic for suspicious lateral movement behavior. Lateral movement is a dangerous phase in an attack, as it can lead to widespread compromise if not detected early. Organizations need strong monitoring and segmentation strategies to prevent this phase from succeeding. Data exfiltration and impact stage. In the final stage of a cyber attack, data exfiltration, the attacker begins to steal sensitive information from the compromised system. This could include customer data, intellectual property, financial records, or proprietary business information. During this stage, attackers transfer the stolen data to external servers, often covering their tracks to avoid detection. The impact of this stage can be devastating. For businesses, it could mean severe financial loss, reputational damage, legal consequences, and loss of competitive advantage. In some cases, attackers may launch ransomware, demand a ransom, or even destroy data, causing operational shutdowns and significant disruption. Effective detection tools like endpoint detection and response (EDR) systems, along with strong encryption and data monitoring, can help minimize the impact of data exfiltration and safeguard your organization's most valuable assets. Cyber attacks are evolving in complexity, making it critical for businesses to adopt robust security measures. There are some essential tools that can help prevent and mitigate attacks. These include firewalls. Firewalls act as the first line of defense by monitoring and filtering incoming and outgoing network traffic based on security rules. Tools like Fortinet, Checkpoint, or Palo Alto. Networks help prevent unauthorized access to sensitive systems, intrusion detection and prevention systems, IDPS. These tools, such as Snort or Zeek, monitor networks for suspicious activity or policy violations and block potential threats in real time. Endpoint detection and response, EDR. EDR solutions like CrowdStrike or Carbon Black provide real-time monitoring and detection of threats on devices like computers or smartphones. They allow quick response to suspicious behavior before a full-scale attack can unfold. Multi-factor authentication, MFA. MFA tools, such as Duo Security, Entrust, or Silverfort, add an additional layer of security by requiring multiple forms of verification, for example, a password plus a code sent to your phone to access critical systems. Anti-malware and antivirus software. Solutions like Checkpoint Harmony actively scan and remove malicious software, protecting against ransomware, spyware, and viruses. Security information and event management (SIEM). SIEM systems such as Exabeam, Splunk, or Rapid7 provide a comprehensive view of potential security threats by collecting and analyzing log data from across an organization's IT infrastructure. By integrating these tools into your cybersecurity strategy, you can drastically reduce the risk of successful cyber attacks and safeguard your business from costly data breaches. Cyber threats evolve constantly. Is your organization prepared? Implement these tools today to stay one step ahead of attackers. Speak to us today at Cyber Outcome or visit our website on www.cyberattacks.com for more information.